Hello, hello. We're back with another update. It is day 89, and we just claimed our legendary book, which is nice. Let's go ahead and check the rest of this stuff here. We're still picking up... Oops. We're still picking up all of the food we can. As you can see, I've basically maxed out my storage. We are going to be going very, very hard on food leveling coming up here. I'm just going to level these up so I can make some space, or rank these up so I can make these space. The reason being, there is a champ training event starting here in about 9 hours. Now, if you don't know, these events are typically one of the best ways to get legendary books. You do need to get usually like 10,000 to 14,000 points, something like that, to finish this. So yeah, we've got that going on, but I'm definitely in a position where leveling champions is starting to become a major priority because it's going to be important to get through content that is coming out very soon. In particular, this is the last day of this rotation of the Doom Tower, so we'll get a new rotation tomorrow, and that rotation is going to have the Scarab boss in it, so I need to get my Delaja up and capable of doing that ASAP. So this event is going to be perfect. Basically, the plan is, I'm really desperate to get legendary books. Speaking of, I'm going to book the Artak with the book we just put in. I'm desperate to get legendary books because I really, really want to get Artak up and running. We've got him in a good state, so we'll go over where he's at right now. I did drop the 4 legendary books I had yesterday from the for the Clan versus Clan, and they all landed in his A2, which I guess is pretty good. I mean, maybe I would have preferred them all landing in A3 to get the increased chance of landing the HP burn, but the fact that we got one of those cooldowns reduced is awesome. But ultimately, I think I want to book him out fully, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw this book in him right now. He is my #1 priority, and I'm not going to wait until the next personal reward CVC to try and use my legendary books. I'm going to try and get him up and running as best I can as soon as I can. Speaking of, so what we've done, we finished his masteries. He's fully mastered out. This, hold on, let's hide the webcam. This is the mastery build I went for. It's a little weird because I want him to be a solo champion, and I wasn't sure exactly. I don't think I've ever chosen this specific set of masteries on another champion before, but I don't know. I decided to go this way. Some of the interesting choices. Well, I took like Cycle of Magic in part because I wanted to get Spirit Haste, and I thought it would be better than Lure of Steel because I want him to be either in a regeneration set or a lifesteal set. In this case, because we don't have good regeneration gear right now, we're having him in a lifesteal set. And I wanted to pick up Spirit Haste because I wanted him to be a solo farmer. I also wanted to get Whirlwind of Death so he could, again, be a better solo farmer. So we're getting 18 speed from this and 24 speed from this for a bonus. What is that? 34, 42 speed in total. So yeah, that makes him really quick. I took some other things like Life Drinker, again, because he's going to be solo. Like, I kind of skipped some of these damaging abilities, which, I don't know, I have mixed thoughts about, because it's kind of weird. Like, ideally, this champion would be, like I said, in like a regeneration set, and we'd be relying on HP burns to bring all his damage. But because I don't have good regeneration gear, I kind of need him to deal damage to get the lifesteal set to work. But at the same time, like, I'm also getting a lot of my damage from the HP burn, but then when I use him as a campaign farmer, the HP burn isn't as strong because the mobs don't have that much health, so like we still don't do damage. So he's kind of in this weird like half damage, half HP burn kind of build, but I think it makes sense for where we're at in the game right now. I did fully gear him out, so I stole this chest from Arbiter, the triple speed chest with the HP percent that we rolled a while ago. And then, actually, most of this stuff, I basically said, steal any gear you want off of any champion, and it honestly didn't really take anything that was that important. So this used to be on Genbo. Genbo's not being used anywhere except for Faction Wars right now, because he's still level 40. I will use him at some point, but when I eventually do use him for something, it'll be a damage build, not a lifesteal build. So I just gave him a different weapon for Faction Wars. This helmet, I think I stole off one of the Faction War dwarves, but it's not bad. Double accuracy roll, HP roll. This shield was just literally sitting there, not being used on anyone. Probably because it rolled a bunch of HP, and most of the time I'm not interested in stacking HP on a lifesteal champion. But it's perfect for him, right? Because he's HP based. Same deal with this gauntlet. It was just sitting there. It wasn't being used on anyone. Crit rate, HP. We have this amazing boot, right? Look at this boot. It's so good. 6-star HP percent accuracy with a 1 speed roll, defense roll, resistance roll, which we do need. We don't need a lot of resistance on him, but we need some resistance. I think I want to build him with like 100-ish resistance, which he has, well, maybe a little bit more. Maybe like 140-ish total, 120. 130, 140. The reason is mostly for spiders, right? I want him to be able to not get poisoned by the spiderlings. And his passive gives him an extra 100 resistance. You can see that in the Spider's Den area bonus. We have 117 when we're in Spiders right now, so that'll boost to 217. So if we can get him a little bit more resistance, like I said, up to like 240, then we'd end up with like around, or 140, then we'd end up with like 240 plus the Spider bonus of 24, which would put him at like 260 something resistance once his HP burn is fully depleted his max HP, which I think would be really nice for spiders. So that's kind of the build we're thinking of right now. I'm like so desperate for silver. You can see I literally have 70,000 silver. I've been like hurting. We'll check that in a sec. Like honestly, like it was just hard to get enough silver to put the glyphs on him. So all this gear is like really underrolled, right? Like this stuff is level 8, you know? I definitely want to level this stuff up. In particular, I really want to get this leveled up because if I can get a resistance roll here or an accuracy roll here, it'd be nice. He does have about 200 accuracy, so he's doing pretty good in that regard. Oh, speaking of resistance, I think I'm going to go ahead and dump one more point in there, and I think I'm going to take this up to +6 as my next goal. You know, I've been like torn about like what are my goals, like what do I want to accomplish, and like part of it is like really would like to get the 2 key on Nightmare Clan Blast, but also like I really want to turn Artak into a solo. I think getting Artak into a solo of all the level 20 dungeons, well, spiders, everything except for Fire Knight, is going to be huge. In terms of like speed turbo boosting my account, because once I can start leveling food in dungeons, I can get gear and food at the same time, and that'll help us really start to rank stuff up. So let's go ahead and check the soul merchant. I don't really know what we're looking for right now. We don't have enough coin. We're like 1 short. Oh, we have this Eris soul. That's a little tempting. Honestly, I'm wondering like, should I start farming some Sand Devil, or should I, or not Sand Devil, Iron Twins? Should I think about that? I don't know. I'm so torn. How are we doing in terms of any of this? Can't buy any more. Can't buy any more. When we pull up, I need to pull like 5 more and we'll get 4. I think I'm going to skip it for now. I don't think it's that hard to get those rare champions. They come around pretty often. It's not the end of the world to miss it. That's not going to make or break me. Actually, what would it get me, though? Honestly, the 2-star blessing is pretty nice. I think it's like 400 more attack, isn't it? 300 more attack. Oh, that is pretty huge. That's like more than 10%. It's like 15% of her total attack. Ugh. You know what? This is a toughie, man. This is a toughie. Because the thing is Arbiter, I would like... I don't think, especially now that we have Artak, the blessing on Arbiter is way less important, right? Because I'm not interested in PvP. Like, we can use all of our tokens farming one-man defenses. Live Arena, as soon as Arbiter gets 60, she's probably going to get banned every time anyway. I'm not interested in PvP, and that's where Arbiter gives her... Like, that's... I don't know what I was going to say. I guess what I'm going to say is, like, I would probably put a Brimstone Blessing on Arbiter for PvE content. Like, I think that would be a bigger deal. But now that we have Artak, like, he's probably going to go in pretty much all of the teams. Like, either he's going to replace Rhonda. I mean, I guess, yeah. He's either going to replace Rhonda or he's going to replace Armiger, depending on the team that we're fighting, right? The only exception is like Fire Knight. The Fire Knight team, he probably won't go in at all. I guess he could go in for Shield Guard. Maybe. But it's the wrong affinity. So... And he doesn't bring the decreased speed. that Shield Guard brings. So he'll probably stay out of the Fire Knight team, but he'll be in every other team. And Arbiter's not going in the Fire Knight team. We have Fire Knight done. Like, Fire Knight's 100% success. So, yeah, it's mostly for Doom Tower stuff. And I imagine Artak is going to be there in, like, every Doom Tower fight that we're going to do. So, I don't know. I don't think the blessing is... I don't think the Arbiter blessing is that important, I guess is what I'm saying. So, I guess the only other thing is we could put blessings on him, but we need 40 tokens to get another tier of this blessing, which would be really nice. 5,000 more health. That would be amazing. But I think... You know what? I'm going to say screw it. I'm going to say we go for it. Particularly because it's Eris. If it wasn't Eris, if it was like Valerie or something, or Spirit Host, I don't think it would be as good. But the thing about those champions, or the thing about Eris, is she attacks, of all the champions in the team, she gets the most attacks per clan boss rotation. Well, the most guaranteed attacks per clan boss rotation. What's her name? Rhonda can proc her passive and get more attacks in, but Eris is going to do essentially, so each champion would get a default 6 attacks per rotation. The buffers lose an attack every time they put their buffs up. So Eris loses 2 attacks for putting up buffs, but she gets a guaranteed counterattack every time. So she gets, what? She loses 2... but gets 3, so she gets 7 attacks per turn. I mean, Deacon might get more than that because he gets 6 attacks per turn, but he also gets the chance to counter, 15% chance to counterattack. So, but no, that's still going to average slightly less than... Yeah, anyway, so Eris gets the most attacks of anyone on the team, unless Rhonda procs her passive. So she's the one that's the most important to get the blessing on. So, you know what? I think I am going to grab that blessing. I mean, I already did. But it makes sense that we grab that blessing for Eris, since she's the one that'll get the most value out of it. As the cost of the blessings go up, we probably want to split that a little bit more. So I don't know if I'll focus exclusively on her. We'll kind of maybe, although we do get a 30% chance, double the chance of proccing Phantom Touch next time. So I don't know. We'll keep an eye out. Definitely want to try and pick up more coins from various events though. Okay, so what was I doing? I was talking about Artak still. Sorry, got distracted with that. We put a book. It landed in as A1. That's whatever. It's kind of lame. But it is what it is. I've done a few things with him. Okay, like I said, we finished his masteries. We got him all mastered up. He can farm the campaign, so he's now my campaign farmer. Which he's a little bit slower than Shield Guard, but at the very least, we're going to use him to campaign farm until he hits max level, and then we'll have to decide from there. I did do a run through Nightmare Palace of Aravia stage 7, and it worked. He did it. That being said, he was almost dead when he got to the boss, and Royal Huntsman weak hit his nuke onto Artak. And I think if he had not weak hit, I think he would have killed him. So that's a little sketch right now, but he did that at like level 38 or something like that. So that makes me feel really confident that once we get Artak fully built out, he'll be able to solo that no problem, which is really, really nice. The build I had on Hell Hades, Optimizer had over 70,000 health. I think he's had like 77,000 health or something like that, which should make him easy peasy get through that stage. But we need to get all this stuff leveled up first, so that's going to be the main issue. I did want to try a few things. Well, I know this is going to work brilliantly, but we have... Well, let's check our daily quests first off. What do we got in here? Any faction war bosses? Yeah, we do. Okay, what factions are open? Barbarians, Bannerlords. Easy. We got Shield Guard and Rhonda and Valerie to take care of that, so we'll have no problem getting through those bosses. I did want to finish... I have these challenges here. I don't really need to finish these because I can't use the Sacred Shard. But, I mean, I figured might as well, like, go through this and get some... Actually, I forgot to get silver for this. Ooh, yeah. So we're going to finish these missions off while we do our 3 dungeons for the advanced quests. But let's go ahead and... let's just go ahead and throw Artak in there and show you what he's doing. Let's see. We need some food. I need a new... So the way I like to organize my food, I never talked about this, by the way, but it's a useful thing to know. The way I like to organize my food is essentially I want to have one champion that is like the mismatched level, right? And then I have 3 champions that are all the same level. And so then if we're doing content where we put 4 food in, I guess potion keeps we use 5, but if we're doing content where we put 4 food in, we put the 3 that are the matching level and the 1 mismatch level, and then when we're running campaign, we put the 3 matching levels, and that just helps keep it organized. You'll notice that all of my food is either max level or level 0, and I'm not like stuck with like all this random garbage that's like low ranked. So let's go ahead and do this. We're on stage 13, right? Yeah, okay, cool. I imagine this will be a joke for Artak, but let's just see how he does. He does have that Brimstone Blessing, which is... I'm so lucky that I got that. There we go. And get his passive rolling a little bit. They haven't fixed his passive yet, as far as I'm aware, so he's still getting, like, double speed. But that being said, like, because his stats are so low, like, the current bug in his passive really is not as impactful, because it mostly is... Holy crap, he took so many turns right there. Because, like, it would be doubling my... I guess it is pretty impactful. He has 159 speed. He should be getting a 100 bonus, but he's getting, like, a 159 bonus. But it's not as crazy as, like, the people who have, like, 300 speed on him, turning him into, like, a 900 speed monster. But there we go. Nice. Nice and easy. Cool. Don't want that. Go ahead and sell that. Okay, so we cleared Dragon. Let's get this. Thank you, Silver. I didn't even look at these. Okay, so we got Ice Golem, level 13. Let's go do that. This is Green Affinity, I think. Yeah. We need some fresh food. Where's that new guy? Okay, let's do some of these 1-stars just to get them leveled up. My current plan, basically right now, is just to wait until that champion training event starts to like claim any of my daily energy or anything. Oh, but that's one thing I was going to say. There's a few other things. We had a promo code deal today where we got oh my god, look at that. This is level 13. I guess I shouldn't be impressed. This isn't that exciting because it's such low level content. We had that promo code where we got like we had to enter our favorite banner lords and got a bunch of energy from that. And actually, I'll go over my energy reserves as soon as we finish this fight because we have a lot of energy to play with to do this event. And like I said, because we're in such a like need to level champions mode, I think I'm going to be totally fine busting through a lot of the energy that we have. So we have this 200 energy that we got from the promo code today. We've got this 100 energy from the tournament reward, another 50 energy. These guys, all the long-term ones we'll save. This is called the Arbiter, 6 days. We'll use that. But this will save. Okay, so we have that. Like I can't remember if I said we won the CVC yesterday, which is awesome. We won handily, so I got a bunch of this stuff. Oh, and speaking of that, I did win an orc blood shield ring. So I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to use that. I might be able to put it on Artak when we fight Scarab and see how that goes. But I also completely maxed out my personal rewards. Actually, you know what? Oh, can I claim all these one at a time? I don't want to claim all the energy until after we start that champ training, so I can just blow it all in dungeons, or not in dungeon, in campaign. But yeah, we got all this. So this is nice. Got the silver, got the epic book. The chickens are going to be handy. I mean, a lot of how many 3-star chickens did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 3-star chickens. Damn. Yeah, we're gonna have an easy time looking. We got more over here. Whew. Yeah, so moral of the story is I have a lot of resources ready to go. We also have the stuff from the Call to Arbiter. I use these ones for something. But we've got these ready to go. Which will be nice, and we've got... Do I have anything else? I think I have some in the... No, the Dungeon Diver. This is the old Dungeon Divers. I think I have some from the Classic Arena tournament that I haven't claimed yet. Got some there, yep. This champion training... Oh, wow, we made good progress on this. Almost tempted, but I just don't feel like books are that important to me. Like I have way more. I mean, legendary books are, but epic books, I don't know. I only have 16. That's not a ton, but I just don't have that many epic champions I need to book. We already booked Elijah for the CVC last night. I guess that's the other thing I did books on. So moral of the story is we have like, I don't know, probably a couple thousand energy ready to go for this event. And I hope we can get the legendary book out of it. I think we probably will be able to. And I'm not opposed to spending gems. I did, like you probably saw, I maxed out the gem mine last night if you watched yesterday's video. Okay, so we have some more energy here. Yeah, got that too. What was I looking at? Dungeons. We did this one, so we have one more to do. Fire Knight. Fire Knight's just going to be a regular team, so I don't think there's any reason to show off Artak there. Live Arena's going well. I'm torn about where I want to invest this. I have 490 gold bars. I'm thinking about going... You know what? Ooh. I kind of want to test him in Spider. No, I'm not going to do it. We'll test Spider 20 tomorrow with Artak solo and see how it goes. Because by tomorrow we'll have maxed him out, so he'll be level 50. So I think we will just run Fire Knight instead of trying to get Spider done. Yeah, so maybe I won't spend those area bonus tokens quite yet. But I would really love to get him to farm Spider, because if we can get him to farm Spider, like, accessories basically are where you get like not all of it, but they're a huge factor for when it comes to accuracy and resistance, right? Because of the banners and because of the amulets. Actually, amulets can be a great source of accuracy and resistance, because the only stat that's really important on those, like, they're all flat stats, right? I mean, for a champion that's using a crit damage, like, you either use a crit damage base, and so you don't have any percentage stats in there, or you use like a flat defense, and you don't care about crit damage. So basically, moral of the story is, like, the only two stats you care about on your amulet are resistance and accuracy. So between the amulet and the amulet and the banner, that's how you mostly sort all your resistance and accuracy issues, and then everything else on other stuff is like, either if you're really trying to stretch for like Iron Twins or Sand Devil or something, or you just, you can kind of get by with just the amulet and the banner. Yeah. So being able to farm Spider regularly would be really nice to get all that sorted, basically, is the point I'm trying to make. So yeah, okay, we'll do that tomorrow. I think that's probably it to talk about today. Oh, one thing I did forget to talk about yesterday is we claimed the Relentless gear. And I didn't show you if it was any good. So, there's one piece in here that's missing that is good. I haven't checked these yet. Oh my god, look at this, dude. Accuracy, crit rate, crit damage. Oh, Armiger's going to love that. Hell yeah. Speed, accuracy. Oh, I love that too. HP defense is fine. Crit damage on the amulet, or on the gauntlets, is okay. If we can get crit rate and other stuff. The problem is it doesn't have crit rate on itself, so it's going to be hard to use this, and it's only 5-star, but there is a world where we use it. HP, accuracy, crit damage. I like that. Would love it if it had speed, but still I like that. This is crap. The other thing we got, though. Check it out. Where are you at, Relentless? Oh, no, I'm not sure which one it is. The one in the set was... Where are you at, my dude? This one right here. You see that? 5-star speed with the defense percent and attack percent. I mean, these aren't great together because you kind of only care about one or the other. But any like speed Relentless gear boot is nice, because that can, sort us out. I mean, speed is what we need in the boot stat. For sure. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. We can basically get another really good Armiger build in Relentless at some point. Although I think... Well, it depends. I think the next Armiger I want to build, which I do want to build an Armiger, is probably going to be in a lifesteal set to solo Sand Devil, stage 10. But I need to test some things. I want to test Artak in Sand Devil stage 7 tomorrow once he's fully leveled as well, and hopefully we can get a little more silver and get his gear done. Hold on, we can turn the webcam back on. But and we'll see how far I can push with him. Maybe he can do higher stages of Sand Devil and like get past stage 10 or do stage. Actually, what is the next green affinity Sand Devil after 7? Stage 11. If we could get Artak to solo stage 11, that would be brilliant. But I don't know if we can do that without regeneration gear. I'm sure he can do it, but maybe not in a lifesteal build. Just because Sand Devil has that huge passive that decreases damage, which means getting heals from lifesteal is rough. But I know that Armiger in lifesteal can solo stage 10, so that's on my radar as something to do. But we have to think about like how high a priority that is. So yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it for real. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I want to talk about. Oh no, wait, we already claimed the clan gold. I did, yeah. So we'll have to wait. We're waiting for the reset in there in 4 days. Yeah, okay. I think that's probably it. At least good enough. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. See you tomorrow. Cheers.